Mick Flannery has joined us in 2FM's little blue enclosure at the Electric Picnic. We've been talking the meaning of Red Letter Day, the ethics of interviewing and answering questions, and the state of Mick's nails, which they look fine. It's grand, honestly. I wouldn't worry about it. How are you, sir? Are you well?
Fine.
Last year when I spoke to you, you weren't as well. I was
uncomfortably unwell.
You'd had a few sherries the previous night, I believe.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Something to do with sherries anyway, yeah.
So look, last time we were speaking, you were touring the most recent album, which is Red to Blue. What have you been doing since then? Are you still touring?
Touring a little bit with a couple of gigs in Germany. We were lucky enough to get picked up by a touring agency in Germany, so we got a couple of gigs there. That prompted me to move there as well, just for a change. I live in Berlin now.
Really? Okay, right.
And as of the last 4 or 5 months or so.
And how are you finding that?
I like it. It's nice in the summer. The winters there are pretty harsh. I was there for a winter beforehand, and it was cold, and I didn't know a lot of people, so it's a bit dark.
How's your German? Is it all right, or?
It's poor. I can understand more than I can converse with. I went for a month's lessons. Went back to school with my backpack. Felt very strange.
So, I mean, a new environment, kind of new inspirations. Have you been working on new material since?
Yeah, I've been tipping away. I was living in this apartment. There's not much there, but it means that the sound is good in there. It makes you feel good when you sing. So, I spend a couple of hours a day kind of roaring at the neighbours, and it's good. There's a couple of things have come. I like to say a lot of it owes to the fact that I don't have as many people to text for pints, There's I've spent a lot of time in the glue pots of Cork over the last few years. It's kind of good to get away from that,
But your career since when I first met you many years ago, it's been a constant thing. You were a very quiet young man, very I wouldn't say nervous, but just quiet, and you've kind of grown into kind of a performer. Do you think is that a fair description of the way things have happened?
Yeah, I suppose. I just kind of got used to the certain aspects of it that weren't naturally in me.
Like what ones?
I suppose this scenario here.
It is a bit weird, actually, the camera in your face.
Yeah, a little bit, and then it takes a while to not just be cramped up with nerves totally. And when you are cramped up with nerves, it makes it very awkward. For you, I assume, as well. If you're just talking to a ball of...
It can be tricky at times.
Yeah.
Generally, they're the ones you say, we won't be using that.
Yeah, we won't be using dead air there. But yeah, and there's this talking to an audience as well. That takes a while to get used to. For someone as socially autistic as me,
What's the situation? You were signed to a particular record label that is. Are you still signed to a major label, or what's the story? Because it's an unusual situation.
Yeah, the EMI were bought out by Universal. I'm with Universal now. I think I just got transferred to the other kennel, and but we haven't done anything really yet because I haven't recorded any new material as of yet. But yeah. So I haven't seen the contract yet. I don't know.
Okay, well
maybe there isn't a contract. I should know this, but
so we're not going to see any new material from you, at least we might see. Are you playing any new songs in your live set, by the way?
Yeah, a few, as many as I can get away with without boring people too much. People prefer to hear what they've heard before. I think, especially at Good Time Festival.
The last time I saw you play live, which is a number of years ago, you had some dangerous-looking rock and rollers in your band. They looked like the Bad Seeds. Are you still got the same band, or?
Yeah, the same lads. Yeah.
Have you moved them over to Berlin too?
No, they come over for gigs. Some of them, we can't. The gigs are too small to afford everybody to come over. But some of them do, when we can afford to bring in. Yeah, they've got style.
They certainly do. Mick, listen, it's great to see you again.
You too.
It's great to be back at the Electric Picnic chatting to you too, and we're looking forward to hearing new material via Berlin. Soon would be great, but whenever, take your time.
No, it's there. Thank you.
Thanks a million.